Hello Blonde folks, welcome back to the Gnomes, and this is another live stream I'll do today. Not a very long one, I hope, because it's already late. I need to fix that for the next days and then so forth. So let's start with some soundtrack here. So what I'm gonna do today is just continue this thing, these eyelids, eyelashes, eyelid creases and eyebrows, well, orbicularis, oculi, all this related to the eyes rig. And for stylized cartoon character, I have already a method for that. I have a very long tutorial on that. If you are in, no, this is a mistake. If you are interested, I should say where to sit. It's this tutorial should be somewhere here. Yeah, this one, it's a super long tutorial, subdivided into videos of just 15 minutes max each one, right? There's about 20 videos. The first 5 are some fundamentals introduction. It can be skipped or watch instead for context, but it's too much. This is a very old tutorial for me, right? Actually, it was made last year. Okay, so, and then there's the building just from scratch, from modeling. It's very well documented, the process. So for example, we have today I have slightly different techniques, but it's the same idea. The principles are there. I have some bendy bones on the around the eyes. It's just what I'm doing here is basically this tutorial with some revamp. I could remake a new one, and also I have a document in my Gumroad. You can download it. It will be here, where there is some propositions here. It's free, so you can just download that file. So for eyelids, yeah, eyelids, not eyelash. Eyelash will be something that will have to be done separately. Anyway, so here I intend to be doing some animation tests after, but yeah, so maybe I get this time to continue rigging these eyelids and whatever, all I can here. And by the end I try to make some posing, maybe some pose assets, something that I can rig the character, I can pose the character, animate the character, because the body already has some sort of incomplete rigging, but it can, with some eyes expression, that might be good. So let's try to do as much as we can here. Let's see here, we got, let me see what I need to do. Yes, so I have these bendy bone splines, and I need to perhaps just duplicate them. Yeah, let's, no, there's no bottom eyelashes, right? Oh no, hold on, they are. It's eyebrows. There's no bottom eyebrows, but there are. Okay, so let's pick all that then, and we're gonna just reuse this to make the bottom. So for that, Control F2, maybe find replace whatever is top will be bot, and then here bones, and should be it. Let's see. Actually, let's add here some. Yeah, the name seems to have been correctly duplicated. Okay, so we got that. Don't need to be look at that. And here, let's make sure that we are probably here medium points to preserve this. Well, for this setup we choose for the bendy bones heads only, it used the tangent for start for the head, for the start handle, and absolute for the end handle. So it's all based on the, you see, all stacking on the head of the handle for both, so you have a continuous. So this is the technique I've learned very recently. So I think here individual origins might work as well. Yeah, so let's try to fix this. I have to snap here, so I'll face project here on global. We're trying to snap this onto the, actually this needs to be there, right? And I'll better to hide this, I'll better hide this, the eyelashes, so we can just focus on the eyelids. And so this should be snapping, I guess. No snapping. Oh, include non-edited, of course. Yes, now it should be snapping properly. So directly snapping onto the eyelids. The alignment of these eyelashes bones here, I'll make them later. So for now, let's just try to, it will be wise here to get rid of the subdivision, because it's very hard for me, actually it's been hard to see, to visualize the apparently here we got some problem. So medium point is still good for rotations, yeah. Otherwise the bendy bones, they start to spread, to separate from their so here probably this, yeah, I'll try to meet that. This might be a bit strange, but it's fine here. So we can just replace here, it's displaced. Better if I see the axis maybe. Well, this one, so let's assess these curvatures. Let's see if that is, yeah, so I want this joint here. Usually we want these bone joints to be at the control, at the subdivision, right? So maybe I should place it here, but then I don't know about this, it might be better to place it here. So yeah, and as for this one, just to follow the idea, maybe I should place it here, or try to place it exactly there. And same for this one, maybe. Well, it's already here, so this might be a little strange, but let's do this. Then this one, maybe I should bring it closer. So, or instead of moving the bones, maybe I should move the mesh, yeah, the sub. So here, let's try to bring these ones to this corner. And these ones to, so around here, yeah. Okay, that should work. So this will be a bit tricky, so let's get Shift G here and color. Let's hide these bones for now and just focus on these the handles. So let's get them because I've made some displacement. Let's, yeah, just to make sure, let's reset rolls. I want the z-axis pointing forward. Oh, actually, for these ones, hold on. No, it's not. That's not good. I was thinking about some automation, but it's not. It's not these bones that need. So let's just put use the same strategy here, folks. Yeah, z-axis pointing forward to keep things organized, right? So reset roll. So I'm not gonna really check one by one because I know what I'm doing here by experience, but if we can, we just must make sure that we didn't make a sort of crazy rolls, right? This one, so it's progressively rolling or de-rolling on some directions. You see, it's diminishing the roll here. And as for these ones, the top ones, 28, 86, and here should be 100. Yeah, so that's some pattern here, because we can keep rolling and get something inconsistent, rolling all the way on the other direction, right? So now for the bendy bones, we'll have to, so the idea of the bendy bones, we pick the bendy bone, we pick this, and we gonna snap this time to vertex. Don't want to include non-edited. So now I've aligned the bendy bone to the handle, and now I'm going to just snap it there. Same here, align the bendy bone here, then snap it here, then align the bendy bone here, snap at the head, align this one with its start handle, and snap to the head of its end handle, and there we go. Then for these ones I'm gonna just remake this, so align, 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 align. And what I do with that is that I'm going to do some sort of, well, this time, yeah, let's use a, take off this, let's use normals. So here I'm not totally certain what I should do about these ones, so maybe, yeah, I want actually them to be aligned with this, because maybe for the deforms, right, there is some, it might be better if for the deforms they are oriented somehow as these bones are right. So what I'm going to do is rotate, no, rotate Z90. It's just a bit complicated to do this. And z-axis, x-axis, sorry, then I don't remember here how I did that, or if I'm doing exactly the same way. This will be like tweak bones, but we don't touch these ones. Rotate X, was this enough? Let's just remake here, I'm not totally sure. Yeah, so it's a positive X-axis, but I'm not satisfied by the fact that these, so you see they have an alignment now, because I'm doing this on the normal transforms orientation. They are perfectly perpendicular, but I don't want this, the Z-axis, I want to be pointing up. Because of some automation I want to use this, so Yeah, so here I cannot just reset the roll, so instead what I'm gonna do is just trying to negative, no, negative, no, 90. Yeah, let's leave this open here. 90, so positive 90 for the rotate. What I'm rotating? Rotate. No, it's not rotate. It's the roll. Control R. This is the equivalent to the y-axis. So here is. So here the roll doesn't matter. I just want the. It doesn't need to follow that pattern that I've mentioned before, but we can, yes. So here it's apparently it's reducing. So the z-axis is more or less pointing. Rotate, so you see it's diminishing. Yeah, maybe a bit too much, but that's okay. Well, let's try this again. So rotate. Yeah, that's it. So the idea is that the z-axis of these bones pointing up, that will make them easier to. Why I'm doing this? Just that sort of, instead of using pose space, or which can be dangerous. Now we want these sort of pointing upwards in relation to the head, but I could use a custom target for these orientations, right? But that will be just to give a specific heads up, right? Head up location, right? Because those locations are, those axes are all tilted in some strange ways, right? So let's alt this to some 0.2. Alright, we don't gonna see these bones, so what I can do here, we can already symmetrize this. No, not yet, because, well, yes, because we can resymmetrize them, but for now, just let's, since we are here, let's just fix those stretch to reset. I barely see the bones with these colors in this. Reset this one, reset this one. All right, and that's all we have to do here. The handles are already set because we just duplicated the bendy bone spline. We're gonna get here symmetrize. These bones are not using any sort of shrink wrap bone constraint, so they are good to go, but the deforms here are just working for the top. We need to wave paint now the bottom eyelids, which can be a bit complicated. So we're gonna get prepare the terrain for that. Let's use our, yeah, did I make a highlight for that last time? No, maybe not. So let's make a quick highlight for, or maybe not so quick. So how would I go to wave painting the bottom eyelid? Well, I will start with one of my vertex groups, for managerial vertex groups of the eyes region. Let's see if it is working. Yeah, so it's just for the eye. So Shift H. Apparently some things here shouldn't be on this one. Remove this one. Okay, let's try again. All right, lock this. The hair is in the front, so let's also hide this. It's not necessary right now. The eyelashes, we don't want to be looking at them, so faces, select mode the faces, right? And also the material, link material. Well, seam also works, but let's use material here. Hide, no. Hide here. All right, then the bottom, I have another face selection thing for the eyelids. I could have made one for, you see, this is the eyelids mesh, the faces, right? Exactly these ones for this kind of rig. But I want just the bottom eyelid. So now that I have this technique, we're gonna wave paint this for, they're just two bendy bones, so this will be for the inner one, and that other for the outer one. So these are my selection. All the rest is hidden, right? This is enough. We can hide more, but this is good enough. Note that I have this eyelash mask modifiers, something that you must know just in case, right? Mask modifiers don't mask protect from wave painting. They just hide, but you can apparently, probably this was before, maybe, I don't know, in this new version you need to test, but in previous Blender versions, I don't know if it's a bug, but if the mesh is masked through modifiers only, mask modifier, it is not being protected in wave paint mode for wave painting. So we need actually to use the tools of like hide, mesh, selection, and then go in wave paint mode and use this masking stuff, right? Otherwise I'll use paint mask option here, which is O for me. So this is just for actually this is just for object mode, right? Or pose mode, just for some other stuff. So let's go here and wave paint this. So I already posed here so that when I start, let's go on wave paint mode, right? No, not the eye. Why this eye is selectable? Let's just lock this. Alright, then I need to, no, I want to select the deformed bone here. And here is the, apparently I made a mistake in the selection. Let's just fix that. So just deselect these face loops. This is not the eyelids. This is like the eyelid crease limit there, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, okay, this is the limit between the eyelid and the face mesh, the more not the, yeah, the skin, but it's the same material. And then okay, let's, now this, the selection is good, and now I feel like I'm missing some faces here for this. Sorry folks, I'm confused here. Looks like they are missing some. I have, you see, three face loops there, three, and why they are not appearing here? Something is bizarre, but maybe it's the wave painting. Yeah, maybe it's something about that. But so let's Control X actually maximize this, and then yes, something is, one face loop seems to be disappearing. Very, very odd. well, maybe it's something about the subdivision. So let's, yeah, or the modifiers, maybe something about the shrink wrap, but I'm on, yeah, never mind. So let's just use this. Probably here there would be 3. I start to see it apparently. So here I'm gonna do this, so reduce a lot of influence here, and especially here. So I'm gonna maybe reduce here. We're gonna just try to, yeah, real vertices are here. Now I see this properly, and so here reduce the influence, and now just blurring should be fine. Yes, so this will be for 1 O to leave this. Why I don't see the bone? Okay, let's go again. You see what it's already doing? This is just one eyelid. It's very nice. The eyelids mesh, that one that I was showing all the face loops inside the eye hole region, right? They are shrink wrapped to the eye surface. Alright, so this is the let's go now for the other bone, bendy bone. This doesn't need to be done with bendy bones, but with bendy bones it's very smooth, it's much better. So here deselect these ones, this one also, so just keep the vertex there. Then we go back here, select the armature, select here, and let's, no, actually, yeah, pick the deformed bone, O, and then Control X, and I already start to have maximum influence. Then let's push this, the blue into this, that is, let's take off influence here. Oh, actually this is wrong, this is not so strong, it's actually the opposite. Here we take off a lot, and then from this side, maybe this is too strong, but then we just need to augment here. The mix brush gives specific, right, specific waves. This is not what I need now, but if I want, for example, I want exactly 0.7, so I get this, and I can paint everything to maximize at 0.7. So this is the mix brush, very useful, but it's not what in this case. I don't need it exactly. What I need is to here, let's do this one, radial, so we can get more strength there, but now I don't want that anymore. Let's do the inverse. Too much strength is going on here. So just for the corners, just take off waves and then we blur everything. Here we want to be blurring the interconnection, maybe here a little more. Yes, this is fake, it's subdivided mesh, right? So here let's do this, and here just start to smooth. So it's just the icon on the eye contour, right, the inner edge of the eyelids, that we need more waves on this setup, right? And then at the corner, it's good to have some lower waves, because there would be interference of the other shared wave side. And here it's not good to have a lot of waves, because we want some sort of effect for the eyelid crease. So let's reduce the strength here. That will simplify our work here. And here we can smooth, and that should be nice. Alright, so I believe this is working. So O, let's go here, take off the, no, go here, take off the Control 3 for me, shortcut to hide this. Let's see what's going on here. So there's some edgy parts there that I dislike. This is because of the mesh on rest position, but otherwise we'll see better if we just get back the we'll see better if we just look at the take off these masks. What's happening to is the eyelashes on the bottom that they are, we need to wave paint them too, right? Because they are stuck in that position. They have no waves, only their bases, but their base is the same in the setup as the eyelid, the bottom eyelid. So there seem to be, yeah, we see what's doing there at the top. So too much waves there, need to take off those. Let's see anything else here. Too much, yeah, too much waves here still on this. Here is the same thing, it's manipulate the bendy bone, which is affecting that. And here this seems to be fine, and these may be too much waves there also. Okay, so you see the same problem but inversely. So here we're gonna, before do that, let's just go on the eyelashes. This should be simpler. I have another of those masking things here. Actually, let's finish the highlight, folks. So sorry, let's go to the fix this. Just fix this stuff, but I need to protect, right? Yeah, otherwise it'll be a very messy, right? So let's get back to the mesh is hidden, but we need to reselect these ones, then deselect these face loops, even I think another one there, and that it is need to go on the mode with the selections. Then here what we do, we can reduce largely these amounts. Yes, I think then just blur very slightly. I think this, let's test. Okay, there's still a lot of influence in that vertex. It's not necessarily bad for this, but it seems, yeah, you see, it's maybe it's not good to have this this amount of influence. So let's try to reduce. I had never had this particular issue, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, there's something, just forgot. These bendy bones, yeah, they are curved, right? So let's pick all of them. Shift G by color. There's no other bones here, so let's just remember this. Probably doesn't matter if on edit mode. So instead of straight, let's get curved. There's a new algorithm for this when the bendy bones start rest position curved. I totally forgot that, but so maybe that improves these settings. But let's see now. Okay, now we don't see any problem. Maybe it was the algorithm after all. But here there's too much there, so maybe it's not the algorithm, but it probably improved something. Here there's a problem. We'll have to smooth out this in the model sheet, in the model, but let's just fix the other side now. So this and this should be enough. Then there we go. Now this here and here. No, not destroy my selection. So this is gonna be simpler. Just spread this stuff, select the bendy bone and use the mask. And here we don't want this amount of influence, so we just want to very slight some blur, and that should be so. The only problem is that if I want to pull this up. I don't have string right now for that, so maybe we need to improve just a little this stuff. Yeah, this is a little better, and probably this is, yeah, it's not moving that much, although yeah, it's a bit risky. Yeah, so it's not very clear, so let's try to do this again. Yeah, we have similar problem, but I think this is okay. It's not like it's not totally anatomically incorrect. Yeah, this is annoying. So maybe what I can do is let's do an inverse here and just try to do slightly. Yeah, this can be dangerous because I'm sort of destroying some setups there. Yeah, but at least I have control there. So this is would be a question of better. Oh, it's the smooth needs to be stronger. Yeah, so I'm sort of ruining the rig somewhat. Control E inverse. So maybe if they're shear waves, I have. Yeah, so not same here. We don't want too much strain for the lower one, right? But we still want to be able to move that with a single. Okay, now that looks good. All right, folks, that is it for the highlight. Now, because this was symmetrized, right, we can get these bones. Also, they have the wave paint because this is a mirror modifier. Then what I could do here is the eyelash, right? So now the eyelash will be alright. So this change is happening because of some bone constraints. This might be bad for these bones. It's the bone constraints that are happening. There is the. So one way to fix that would be to get these bones to. Okay, let's use this, and but on pose mode, no, on pose mode I want to rematch this to, yes, because all the bones are suffering this, so I'm gonna, yeah, these are the parents, so let's just use this apply select as rest pose. They are still moving, so this is not. Yeah, I know why. It's because, hold on, the bone constraint is this one that is. These are the targets of the bone constraint, so actually it's just these ones that we need to. What's happening here is that these bones have dumped track to here. So this is a Y dumped track, this is a negative Y dumped track, so it's rotating. It's some sort of cheap automation here, which should not maximize because then we lose the control. So this is very, it's useful. I'm not super fan of this because it's sort of, you say it's not, it helps, but it causes some conflict for the posing. So I'm not super fan of this bone constraint. It doesn't have some sort of add stuff, but it can be useful sometimes. So to this I cannot reapply it. So just let's try to do with these ones. Let's see what happens. I remember I had some confusion with this one. So apply selected at rest pose. Okay, they are still suffering something that yeah, so I don't know, it doesn't really work. They are, I cannot bind this transform pose to the, it will keep transforming as we shift from edit mode to pose mode. Yeah, so this is because when I rotate it, the other bone doesn't move. If I rotate it, actually if I rotate, nothing happens, but if I move, you see both are doing this. So this causes massive problems. The movement of this bone doesn't drag the bendy bone, so I'm confused about this. So let's try just to, oh, maybe I need to do this. Okay, yeah, let's use this for just these ones. Yeah, see, there's still ongoing problems. So this bone constraint that is really, so would there be any other way instead? Let's consider that. Right, so see, here is, it's fine, but then I lose the automation, right? So how can I achieve this in a different way? Copy, yeah, transformation bone constraint, but there certainly would be some way to achieve that. The dumped track is just cheesy, but it creates some annoying things, right? Because of what I've showed. This is confusing. I just don't get why this is so complicated to achieve. Head, tail, follow B-bone. No, it shouldn't be something about that, because this is not a B-bone, this is for the target. Alright, so transformation bone constraint, I think that there's nothing to aim at, right? So this is the problem with, very hard to control the handles, right? I don't want to use transformation bone constraint because it will already occur to these bones, right? So let's just try something here. Maybe copy transform is probably bad, but let's see. Local space. Yeah, you see, do that, and then it will not really, yeah, it's just sometimes we don't want this sort of automation. Actually, it's not too terrible, like it's smooth, but it's not what we want, right? What we want is that exactly it's a transformation of data. So let's try something then. Okay, so, and if that works, like transformation bone constraint, I've never done this one, so if that works without the problem of the apply rest pose for selected bones, then this might be nice. So if this bone, its location, right? So let's see, axis on edit mode. Yeah, I see the axis. So negative Z and positive Z. So it's like the Z. We need to this is hard. This is why I don't want to do that. Time's up for rigging, but I'm already in the flow here, so I need to continue. So here, if I get Z down, say 0. Let's say 0.03, even it can go more, 0.036, yeah. So this is a lot of calculation, let's say, but at least it's just this bone, right? So we get here, so negative Z minimum, negative 0.036, and the maximum would be, let's say it could reach 0.037 or 0.4040, all right, and positive 0.040, that's it. And then we got map tool, we can hide this already, and then what we want is some rotation, default, okay. Then we got on which axis here, this is the rotation on the y-axis, right? No, this is not normal y, along local, normal, global, okay, this is local y, okay, local y indeed. So local y, local with owner orientation, that would be like if the Z minimum goes down, we want, you see, this is not what I want. So it's not this, oh, actually it's because I need to change here Z, affected by Z, no, definitely it's not this one, so Alt Z here, it doesn't matter, so not this one, and so it's just the Z axis, right? Exactly, so it will be that. So as minimum Z happens, then this moves up. We need to, this rotates in direction, so let's give a 0.0, these are degrees, right? So negative 15, negative 30, and then we need to compensate. So this means that here, oh, it's the inverse, okay, that's fine. So let's go here. So 30 here and negative 30 in the other direction. Now yes, but this is not sufficient. This we can avoid this interpretation with some maybe shrink wrap bone constraint for the bone to not, because I'm moving it like here, right? Alright, so here we just need to get this one to less value here, so a lot of rotation here, and negative 100, right? And then for the top, you see it's barely moving up, so we want, apparently something went wrong here, that it doesn't, alright, maybe this is, no, I want, it looks like it's confusing itself for some reason. Maybe it needs more. Never faced that. Replace, no, it's add, or maybe before original. Let's try again. No, this is, yeah, this is too much, so it needs to be, I'm not sure if the case of it being symmetric, but anyways, Yeah, so you see, this is too annoying, right? It's just some automation that shouldn't be as difficult to do. So this is just too stupid. It's cool, but no thanks. So of course, one thing with interest would be to see if, before deleting, right, let's just see if what would happen if I just were to like apply those changes and see if that, like, see, it seems to be working. Let's see if I just get here and let's see, do this and pause. Now it still moves, so it's still not doing its job, and so never mind, we're gonna cancel those changes and we can just go here and delete this. And alright, so enough with this for now. There's a lot of things to do, so let's just go for the eyelashes, the bottom ones, right? So just the vertices here for this case, and also this is just for the bottom eyelashes. Wave painting, so this is, this time I'm gonna use paint the vertex selection. We barely see, right, but it's there. Actually, I think I did something wrong here. Okay, yeah, because I just want some selection, so yeah, no, never mind. So let's skip that and just use the C to and select this, and that should be it. What was that? What has got wave painting there? It's just this vertex group, doesn't matter. So let's go here and let's pick this this one, and now Control X, but reduce. No, it's not really work yet. This sometimes is it's complicated, so instead let's use this one here, and let's do some backwards motion here, right? See, there's a lot of waves here yet, but then we maximize the waves here. Maybe here, what's the shortcut for gradient? Shift Alt A. This is bizarre, yeah. Okay, see that. Okay, we don't need, just want it here, and then here we can sort of blur and try to get some generic influence, right, on the others from this point here, but this is enough. P is the shortcut for that. Then this one, not O but P, because we just have vertices mainly, not so many faces here. So now we maximize waves here on the center. We can get some waves there too, and then the rest we just blur sort of at will. And here maybe 2. Yeah, that should be enough. We can better test, right, in real time. So that seems to be more or less working. The top is more complicated. This one, the bottom seems to be working mostly. Then here the last one, and I haven't even finished. Let's Control X here, and now Control X is just too much work, so instead let's just, right, he gave maximum waves here, then so just blur this like that, and that should do. This kind of eyelash here in particular I've never done. It's too big, right? So too long, right? And so it might be that I would need another bone for the tip there, the tips, so that they could be automated in some proportional way. Yes, I think I have an idea about that, like but not sure. In principle they work, some intersection there, but this is probably another problem. Yes, so mainly the first problem is the smoothness. So this is just the, I think I need more waves for this. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, this is kind of nice. Since we are here, let's try to retake the upper eyelash. So no, looks like I'm missing. No, the waves is here. So this one is the one that was causing problem. Maybe I need to what I'm doing here. Need to use the mask, right? That was super dangerous. Yeah, so let's try to give this more influence all around here. Then blur all that. Then this one, gonna try to blur more. Yeah, let's push this influence there. Actually give some strong waves up to here, maybe even there a little more. Yeah, something. And then let's just blur everything. Even there we try to reach a little more. I don't know why it is not. Alright, let's try this, and then last one. Let's give this more influence up till there. And here we want also more waves. No, this is not wrong, this is not right. Want yeah, I just have wanted this so we have some sequence of blended waves, so this smooths out, yeah, should smooth out this. Not yet super good, but starting to make sense now. Yeah, it's a little better. The last one, it's still more delicate, but we're starting to get some interesting results. Yeah, this part is probably something about the mesh itself that might have to the character design, right? So maybe there's something to rethink this, the way I've connected this mesh too much, right? To gonna rethink that, but it seems if we don't exaggerate, it still works. Yeah, no, that caused some issues there, and it depends a lot on the posing of this one, so there's some problems when this moves too much, and this, even if it rotates, it's not enough. It needs some interaction with the button one, and if this moves in some strange ways, yes. So there's this corner also. So many character design issues, little issues for eyelashes, which are extremely stylized, right? So we can fix that with a bit more investigation, what should work for this character. So what I can do now, let's see, both sides should be working, yes. So I don't have making the eyebrows here, it will be a bit more time consuming. So what I'm going to do is, let's see if I can get some playfulness with the animation, then as the last thing to do here. So what we got here, got the hair, alright. And let's make some action here, turn this on. Action 002. And let's show some bones here. Okay, so what I can do here, without some thematics in mind, it's sort of difficult to, in 3D at least, right? In drawing it's easier, just sketch out something. In 3D you have to build up there's no sketching right away, right? So it's another approach. I just have to think about some back to auto I key, yeah. auto key is failing here. This bone seems to have been disconnected. Sometimes this strangely happens. This is doing fine. All right. This was random, right? Auto IQ of 4 for the fingers, no. But it worked, just... So posing is one essential thing in animation, right? For character animation, maybe. Well, it's always hard to generalize animation because usually it's not super wise thing to do, because animation is an art form as any other, and it's just not that old, or known to be as old at least. So, but the understanding, right, that animation as an objective thing, it has, artists do a lot of things with what is at hand. So if I try to generalize animation concepts, yes, it works until a moment, but then some animator, one animation or more will show me that there would be different ways to handle that thing. So we see singularities in animation in a very interesting way. It's not something that I thought so much about until I was faced with the reality of talking or knowing about other animators' artworks and how they think their work. So this is very, very peculiar, because it's not the kind of stuff that it's too abstract. It's not like drawing. Drawing is not so abstract. You have the drawing, right? Animation is motion, right? So you don't have the... It's hard to pinpoint in space and time exactly, because it is not in space and time. It is in the passage, the movement, and movement in between time. So with 2D artists, well, drawing, for example, painting, well, can visualize the concepts or the resulting things, and it's easier to pinpoint what's going on because it is a fixed imagery, or not necessarily, but yeah, let's say by usually. Alright, so this posing, I don't know if that's super yeah, it seems nice. I'd like to have a scenery, right, to complement, but not now, and I suspect if I rescale this, it can have some issues, and some bone constraint that I have is not working for total use and scene, so I'll have to revise do some tests, but it's mostly fine. Alright, so let's try this, maybe then what we can do. Okay, this is just one keyframe. One frame, right? Yeah, one keyframe. Yeah, exactly. So let's do maybe some thing here. She will yeah, let's make some oh, there's the eyes expression, right? Since I have an eyes rig, start of an eyes rig, let's try to make this into some use. Not that it will mean a lot, right? It's not enough means of expression right now. We need more stuff going on, but anyways, now what can we have done here? I'm not using the curves, the arcs right now, but maybe that will be nice. Let's try here. Okay, let's move this something like that, then move everything as a whole. I think I'll try to make her grab something, and for that more stretching here. The keyframing will be a problem. Yeah, so I have to, because now I've got some serious problem with the spine will start moving even before this torso thing that I've made. So this is something I need to have more awareness in. There's a little anticipation which is not complete, right? There will be many stuff to do for this arm. Can do some tilting here. Not so much, but that is good. This is not working, so I need this and this. Grab these two to be able to pose this. If I want to pin something, I can quickly achieve this in this simultaneous IKFK rig. It's more complicated, but I can also pin the elbow from the torso with some pin bone, but it's somewhere here as another extracting. Yeah, it will be there. Okay, so very important. And here, let's see, the hair is going crazy. So this physics, I'm not sure how reliable they would be. Well, you can pose the hair, right? So maybe this will be a good idea. Never animated hair like that, so we can use the auto eye key here also, so maybe that will be nice. We can reset physics if this fails, but yeah, this is strange because start keyframing everything, and okay, this grabbing is not sufficient. Let's make another. This is I key, right? So why don't I okay, because now you'll see where the auto I key will shine. Yes, because we can do this, exactly this. And yeah, the keyframing of the eyes will be bad. I would need to have some sort of pose assets here, right? Because this is just too bad. To be done like manually every time, so don't have this yet. This will like the final stage, right? And of rigging in my understanding. So here, let's see if we can. Yeah, I need more to be more attentions about the. So here, let's try to reset maybe these bones. No, it's not about reset. It's these chain lengths. We have to reassess them. We'll just do some rotation here, right? So this is F key, I key, right? So you can have, you see, this is super cool. The I key is controlled from any point here. So you see I key behind. Actually, this is I key if I grab and behind until with the chain, I key chain, auto I key length, which you see here. It's going past what the limit here, but it's fine. There's still some problem with the deforms, but you see there the knuckles. Maybe I need some corrective bone there, or just some better organization. For now, it's not a problem for what I'm doing here. I'm just testing what we can do with here. If we reduce this I key changes to 2, we can Some grab anticipation will be nice. Probably we don't have an object, right? So here, of course, we don't want this stuff to be stable like that. So here we have some sort of pin knee on the ground, so this will be annoying to be moving, but we can, yeah, we can do something. There is a way to pin that. I'm not gonna bother with this now. I will see what we can achieve here. Then yeah, there will be some grab thing. So let's do again this stuff here. And that will be it. Then let's say Aisha has got this is something about the auto I key. It got a little messed up here in the rotations, but in the end that should work. Yeah, it got some 2, 3. Okay, that, right. Why the hair is, yeah, it's actually cool that the hair has, well, collisionless. It got in the wrong place. Let's see where it should be. I don't even see the keyframes where it should be. Oh, there's a keyframe there. All right. So let's try to bring it to the other side. But these keyframes, if I don't reset, they can cause, I don't know what they can cause, but there's something about the torso that we need some readjustment here. This maybe, no, just this. Let's do something here. This is of course very exaggerated. Seems like something is wrong. Certainly something is wrong, but after all we did. But the important is that, yeah, I've messed up the arcs here. Should have some arc, this action here after this motion. Yeah, this is solves a little of the problems, but ideally we need to be looking this from all angles. This is a strange position to grab, like she's trying to avoid something, Yeah, I see where it's failing. I need this one thing here that needs some sort of, the spine is like tilted in some very strange way. Let's try to just get this a little better. Alright, then yeah, this is fine. Just one single stance. This can be a cut already, right? So too fast, right? So I think from here, if we expand, no, if we there is some double motion there. Yeah, it's just about the positioning of this arm. So instead of going here, here we need some, would be nice to have some arcs to understand this better. This double thing here now is not good for anticipation, so here we could just ignore. And it's lagging a little. I don't know if the end is not clear. It should be faster, this one maybe. Yes, and here is just also same thing. The arc here is terrible. Intention is fine, it's just that we need to... Oh, we got some good timing here. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Certainly, a lot of things can be improved from that, but now it seems too fast on this kind of... let's see what happens with some rendering. That'll take a while, right, to render this, but in EV, on EV, yes, I think... Let's see. This is wrong. Okay, action 03 for some reason, so let's... We have a camera somewhere. Yeah, this... Just let's try to do something here. Hide this. This is quite slow, but that's interesting. More calm action, slightly more calm, right? more relaxed. Maybe, yes, maybe. She's just doesn't need to be that fast, right? I'm just not so used to this very smooth action. I'm more fast-paced action animator. I like action scenes, but it is about time that I learn other actings, right? Alright, this sounds fine. Let's try to render this. First time I render, oh, there's that cloth might not work for the rendering. Yeah, it's not rigged properly, so let's just have to turn this off here. That should be enough. Let's render that. Some terrible clipping there on the I'm rendering this at some, well, it's going fast. Sampling also is very low, yes. And what about here? Yeah, this is low, sort of lowish resolution. Let's see what we've got. Control F1 to play. Yeah, this is too smooth. It hurts my eyes. Most people like it. No, this is strange. I'm trying to. This hand is stopped. Yeah, so this is. I forgot to move. Anyways, yeah, a lot of problems. Yeah, there are some parts of the cloth rigging that is not complete, but yeah, sort of the hand is kind of funny. The move of I like the move of her head here, the neck tilting, some of the spine here, the unexpected timing here that the torso moves quick, independent sort of from the legs. So there are some good propositions here, just that it's just two things that are incomplete, but that's kind of interesting, folks. So that's it. So rigging and animation. Let's turn this off. Let's also close this thing, and let's reset this just to make sure we get everything here. Where is the, wait, something is wrong about this. I'm missing some. No, it is here. Okay, I need some selection. Show all. Let's unhide all. Select. Yeah. Reset. So apparently these bones here, they are for the eyes. They are. It's just the eyelash. Let's move this to the deform, actually to the deform eyes. It's a new one, and let's move this, not move but shift M to the deform. No, they're already there. All right. Okay, so I don't know where are these ones, so shift M to deform eyes. There we go. I think they were nowhere, right? So here They bring here, Shift M. Also, let's add to deforms. There we go. Now, there's something still here. All these bones here, Shift M to, let's redo this. So all of them go back there. Okay. This, maybe it's a bit messy, but have to probably just reorganize this, like deform eyes, deform, yeah, physics we have, so def physics, so we can make these separations, right? Yeah, all right, folks. So we are slowly progressing. We see we have a eyelids rig, incomplete eyelash rig. The eyelash will be, especially for this character, might be a bit more complicated. It's a new topic here. This kind of expensive eyelash to the side. The eyelid crease, which is something that I hope to address tomorrow. It will relate to how I do the orbicularis oculi rig around the eye hole, but also this, exactly the eye hole. So it will be, if I can achieve the rig with just one set, then that's great. Otherwise, probably I'll need, yeah, I'll have to test this out. And then the eyebrows, and then only remember there'll be some face bones that we already started to make for the ear, for the cheeks, the chin, and need for the jaw, the nose bridge and stuff like that, the tip of the nose. Those are puff cheeks, something that I never did. And the mouth, yes, I'm gonna use the universal sonic mouth rig again, and this time I intend to get it right. So in a few days I think I can address finally the mouth, and then the character for her expressions will be complete. Then I'll go back to because those things are urgent for animation, 3D animation. Then I'll go back to maybe cloth rigging, and then final steps of the body, just to not be perfectionist, but at least to have a good rig for many kinds of motions. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Hope that was inspiring, and tomorrow we'll be back. Hope so, and take care. Happy blending. See ya, folks.